that mattered for OKC. They haven't had a bad season yet since they moved to OKC. And they've been constantly good every single year, even though they didn't win a championship. That stuff matters. You're a Knicks fan. You remember what the 1990s were like?
I would go back. I would sign for that in a heartbeat again.
Like right now, if I promised you with this rebuild starting, like, yo, over the next 10 years, you're not going to win a championship. But every single year, you're going to be competitive, and you're going to have 2 finals appearances, a couple other deep playoff runs.
Sign me up.
MVP candidate as a franchise player.
Enjoy the good times.
Like, yo, I don't think everything needs to be based off of championships. And by the way,
because it's hard to win.
It's hard. Yes, it's hard to win. And look, Robert Horry is not better than Karl Malone. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's that also.
Right,
like, I understand championships are quote unquote everything, but like, yo, we don't really say that the dudes that win the most championships are the best players all the time.
That's a good point. That's a fantastic point.
Like, it's like,
right, Steve Kerr is not better than Karl Malone. He's not better than John Stockton.
Right. Like we know that.
They're great role players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You tell me Derek Fisher's better than Damian Lillard now?
Yeah, and like, I don't love how the Supermax sort of handicaps the team, right, in terms of the salary cap, because it takes up a quarter of your salary cap.
I'm mad at the player for taking that money.
Exactly. And with Damian Lillard, it's like, yo, if anyone's deserved it from any team in that city or and for any market, it's him. And I think his game is going to age well. I actually don't think that salary situation is going to be as bad as it was in OKC and Houston.
No, I agree with you on that.
And Washington, by the way.
But
also, here's the thing with Portland. I don't know that they're not going to win a championship.
How do I know that? I don't know that.
Like, sure, on the surface, the Lakers are better on paper. The Clippers are better on paper. Utah, I don't know if they're better on paper, but they're deeper. I would say Damian Lillard is definitely better than everyone on the Utah Jazz right now.
That'd be a fantastic series. I'd like to see that right now.
Oh, yeah. Portland versus, sign me up for that. But I would say outside of the Lakers and Clippers, Portland is as good as, if not better than, every team in the Western Conference. So if you're right there, if you're close enough, a couple of breaks in your direction, maybe Hassan Whiteside is better than we thought. Maybe he returns to being the guy that earned that max contract from Miami to begin with. Because I think that's one of the most underrated pickups this offseason, as we just alluded to, with Hassan Whiteside going to Portland. Yusuf Nurkic is not there, so Whiteside's going to start. Heard somewhere that Damian Lillard's cool with Hassan Whiteside. So for that might be a good fit. But at the end of the day, they needed a big who can really, work down low, can really just doesn't need the ball necessarily like Nurkic. He was giving you 15 and 10 a game before he got hurt. Hassan Whiteside will give you more than 15 and 10. He'll give you some blocks. With Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Hassan Whiteside is exactly what they need from both the offensive and defensive standpoint.
The only problem with Whiteside is he tries to block everything and he gets in foul trouble a lot.
Yeah.
If he can calm that down, he will be fine. I, too, like the pickup, and I think he's going to be – you know why I think he's going to be fine? Because in Miami, he was getting paid, his $20-whatever million a year.
It's different now.
And he thought he was that dude. See, when he comes to this team, Dame and CJ are going to be
That's what I'm saying.
He knows he's not that dude anymore.
We talk about culture as it relates to the Nets and the Clippers and these teams that just hit it big. Portland has a really good culture as well.
But nobody talks about that.
But nobody talks about that because they've just been consistently good. It's not sexy and it's not cute. You know what I mean?
That's a great point.
It doesn't make those headlines, and it's also in a smaller market. It's not L.A. or New York City or Brooklyn. With Damian Lillard there, I think Hassan Whiteside will get, for lack of a better word, in check. I didn't want to use that phrase, but I think people understand what I'm trying to say. And I think Hassan Whiteside is going to produce at a high level. Don't know what you really do when Yusuf Nurkic comes back, but he'll be coming off an injury. You could bring him back slowly, and you could sort of address that whenever the case is. And maybe you want to try to get Kevin Love on the back end. Maybe you just rent out Hassan Whiteside's services and then make a trade in February. I don't know, but I think that's a good pickup.
I think they've got pieces to do that. And like I said, we always act like we know the finished product. We want to crown people champions.
Especially this year.
Yeah.
Like now parity is legit. Look, everyone last year was saying Boston, Golden State, and Boston would win. A lot of people were saying that.
A lot of people
and we know what happened with Boston. A lot of people were saying they're going to be a 65-win team. I thought that they were going to be good. And look, Kyrie Irving, not what I thought he was last season.
Here's the thing. You don't know.
We don't.
You don't know.
We don't. Is there another level to Damian Lillard's game he can get to? Yeah, I think he could be a better playmaker, and I think that'll help his team. Is there another level that C.J. McCollum could get to? I still think so. I still think so.
Right, but we just try to box things in the moment for what it is, and this team is stuck, and they can't do this. And you make a great point about Whiteside and some other moves they made this offseason. Portland's had the flexibility to make certain
and
moves.
they have Nasir Little.
Yeah.
Nasir Little at like 25 overall, who was one of the best players in the draft. If the 2019 NBA draft happened in 2018, Nasir Little is a top 10, maybe a top 5 pick. But because he didn't play that much in North Carolina and Roy Williams, for whatever reason, didn't sort of unleash him, he fell to late in the first round. That is a good pickup for Portland. That is a rookie that's going to help them right away. Look, and again, with Hassan Whiteside, I'm telling you, that is a dangerous team. That is a dangerous team with him there.
Yeah, and they got a taste of the conference finals. They're a year older. You can make the case for Portland. You can make the case for them, and it's not insane.
Yeah, and with Whiteside, it's like he was getting his numbers in Miami, but that was just a different situation. I think now with Dame Lillard and with CJ McCollum, people are going to see like, oh, okay, Hassan Whiteside is being the guy he was when he earned that max contract. He averaged something like 17 and 14 with like over 2 or 3 blocks or something.
Game.
Ridiculous. I'm not saying he's going to do all that now, but he's going to be.
Who knows? You don't know what his motivation might be. We don't know.
And again, he's in a contract year.
Yeah. A lot of people always motivated.
A lot of motivated. Yes, it was 17 points, 14 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the year before was 14 points, almost 12 rebounds, and 3.7 blocks per game.
I'll tell you what, Portland was signed for that again.